G-Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best nights of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on intellectualradio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to join you on your ride home as you're cooking dinner, as you're helping kids with the homework, popping them upside the head, all of this other good ish. I want to thank you all for just allowing me to spend just a little bit of time, just before I start talking and getting on your nerves and stuff. So I want to thank you for being here right now with me and in this moment. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page, our YouTube channel. Like, guys, look now, okay, come on now. I need y'all to help me to run this YouTube up. It's too many of y'all following me on Facebook. Now, I know I get on y'all nerves over here, but go on over to YouTube so I can get on your nerves over there even more. Go over there, subscribe to the J Spot Radio. Also follow us right here on Facebook at the J Spot. Follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Listen, while you're at it, go right on around the corner. Boop, boop, boop. Go to our TikTok, like and follow us there. That's the J Spot again, guys. Jay is Jaye. Guys, it is almost Christmas. How are you all doing? Are you guys ready for the holiday, or are you feeling kind of, or is like our first hot topic that we're going to talk about? As Charles Barkley, he allegedly says that Christmas is just a big waste of money and it's a big waste of time. What do you guys think about that? Are you on board with that? Are you like, you know what? Now listen, Sir Charles talks a whole lot of garbage. But you know what, Jay? He's right on the money with that one right there. That one right there with that Christmas being a waste of time and a waste of money. He's on point with that. What do you all think about that? So it's like when I heard that, I'm just like, okay, I don't think that Christmas is a waste of time. But I do have to agree that is definitely a waste of money because some of us do way too much for Christmas. I mean, some of us, listen, we spend so much money. People go in debt behind Christmas just to make sure that these people listen, I believe in making things special. I believe especially if you have kids, especially if you have kids, I believe in making Christmas special for the kids. But you know what, I'm not, and even when my son was small, I didn't believe in all that overdoing it. Like, listen, some of these kids' lists can be ridiculous. They want the current Jordans. They want the retro Jordans. They want this Jordan. They want every Jordan that was out. They want this expensive $300 jacket. I'm like, who gonna be buying you all this? They want all this bracelets. Listen, some of this, I'm like, look, you want stuff that's more expensive? No. I'm sorry. I just cannot see buying all these iPhones, these fancy iPhones, and all these fancy gadgets and watches and all this other stuff. So he does have a very, very valid point when he says that we do waste a lot of money. I'm not opposed to exchanging gifts, but I think that moderation, just doing things in moderation, in my opinion, I've always been like, I like moderation. And I'm not trying to put that, my thoughts or what I like or how I do things, not trying to put that off on anybody else. But when you look at Christmas as a whole, and people really forget, like we have, let's be honest, we have lost the real reason for the season. I mean, people go, listen, they get bent up out of shape. Oh, this is the last doll, and this, and they wanted this or what? Oh, let me take that back. Let me scratch that. Doll. These kids don't want dolls. These kids are not, listen, they don't want toys. I don't know a kid under 10 that's still asking and playing with toys. These folks want electronics. They want stuff that's going to put you in a poorhouse. I'm just like, I can't do it. Every time I turn around, I look, I'm just like, man, I'll tell my son and I, we talk a lot. We talk all the time. We talk about Christmas. And he would always talk about, how his Christmases were and how I used to listen. He used to go, listen, this is back in the day when they used to, kids still play with toys, and they used to have the big Toys R Us book come out. Baby, that brother would go through that book, that Toys R Us book, and all I would do is I would sit there, and I only had one kid. So I would look and I would watch his excitement as he's going through that book, and I would just sit there and I'd be like, I don't know who the cuss word this brother think finna sit up here. I mean, just going through, listen. He would be sitting at the table for hours. Sometimes I would think that he was doing homework. I'm like, you still here doing homework? No, Mom, I'm doing my homework. I'm making my Christmas list. I'm like, all this time you've been making your Christmas list? He folding the pages up in the book. I said, let me see. One year I said, let me see that book. Looking in the book, I said, come on, let's have a conversation right now. You're not getting this, and this. So you have a whole 20 days to pout because you're not getting this. Because when Christmas comes, then at least you can be somewhat excited because you're not going to be disappointed because you know what's not going to be under that list. I'm not buying all these huge, big, stupid remote control cars for what? For what? Where we going to put it? Put it in the backyard so somebody can steal it? Put it in the basement so it can rust? You're going to ride it for one day. I'm like, I don't know who you think I am and what you think this is, but this is not that. So I need you to act like you got some common sense. When you start writing that Christmas list, I'm going to need you to act like you got some sense. I'm going to need you to act like your mother. I told him some bad things. I'm not going to tell y'all the real stuff that I told him because this is on iHeartRadio. So I don't want to say the real stuff. But if y'all really want to know the real stuff and the real words that I used, go over to YouTube, the J Spot Radio. I'm gonna make a video over there, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the real stuff that I said to him regarding his Christmas list because it was just ridiculous. So Charles Barkley, I am, in agreement with what he is saying when he says that, what, Christmas is definitely a waste of money. And here's the thing, with the way that the economy is and everything is so expensive, here's eggs are still $5 a dozen, okay? $5 a dozen. So I can only imagine how much these toys and stuff cost. Do not stress yourself out. People get so stressed out. Oh, I can't buy this. I can't buy that. Teach your kids the meaning of Christmas. Teach them about money. Teach them really about life. And I know you may say, Jay, them kids don't be wanting to hear this, but we have to teach these kids so that they can not grow up to be materialistic adults and selfish. Like, stuff happens. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't afford this. Or if you can, learn how to start saying no. It's some things that they just don't need just because I said so. Why I can't get it? Because I said so. Okay? Go back to those days. We got parents. Some of us got to go back to those days. The because I said so days. We don't, because a lot of times here, you are too friendly with your kid. First of all, if they even have the audacity to ask you why or challenge your authority, Lord, I can only imagine what would have happened back in the day. We asking why or how or questioning whatever your parent told you. Baby, understand what I'm saying? You would have looked, you would have woke up somewhere else. You would have woke up trying to find out what happened, how you get here, how long you been there. But I understand that we are living in a different day and a different time. So for those that feel like explaining to your child, because we got the parents that, well, I believe I'm going to explain to them because they deserve to know why. I told you so because I said so. That is sufficient enough. That was the answer for everything. And again, if you feel like they need a little bit more, I don't know what else to tell you because I'm not explaining nothing to no kids. No. Go find you something. Go find you something to play with because it's not me. So listen, don't stress out about it. Do what you can do. Fellas, listen, all these expensive bags and purses and all this other stuff that is going to carry you way out of your realm for your budget and what you got to do. You got this, listen, rent right after after Christmas and all these other expenses coming up. Let's stop stressing out over this frivolous stuff. Like, really, let's look, I like nice things just like the next person. But I'm not about to go crazy. Like, here's the thing. I always tell my son, this is our tradition. We go shopping the day after Christmas. Everything is on sale. Everything. I love sales. I love sales. I hate shopping, but I love sales. Everything is on sale. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, that's when you can really go crazy. You like, they paid all of this for this yesterday, and then the next day, the very next day, December 26th, that's when you can go get everything. So some of the things that when he was little, he really used to want, I'm like, oh, we can go the day after Christmas. So now that he's grown, we've made it a tradition. We go shopping after Christmas. We grab a few things before Christmas, just to be in the fa la la mood, whatever. But the big stuff, the good stuff, that comes the day after Christmas. So please do not get caught up in all of that. Hey, Leo, how you doing? Hey, Adrian, how you doing? Leo, you said I had a Toys R Us book too. And you also said, because the way my bank account is set up, listen, I'm trying to tell you, the way these bank accounts are set up, like I said, I was up in there making life decisions. I said, okay, am I going to do the $5 for the dozen of eggs? Or am I going to do the $7 for the cup of coffee that I love to drink, that I have to have? Guess what won? I had to put them eggs back because I need my cup of coffee. So, needless to say, now I need some eggs. So y'all, if somebody want to give me some eggs, y'all can cash out me. I can take some eggs or some coffee, whatever y'all feel like, because it is the Christmas season, and it's so easy to dry bag. Cash App, the J Spot 2022. That's what it is. The J Spot Cash App is the J Spot. What is that? 2022. Yeah, that the dollar sign, that part. But guys, listen. Our next hot topic. Listen, you all. Look, we have got, and I do mean we have to. We got to do better because you know what, y'all? We losing, and we losing real fast. So there's a video. A lady, she caught her husband out on a date with his mistress and a group of her friends. And so she was recording this. The wife was recording it. So she confronts her husband. And this is where the part we have to definitely do better. She confronted her husband. And the husband, being the disrespectful bastard that he was, I swear for Lord. So he tells her, listen, when he found out, he saw his wife, he's like, what you doing here? He didn't have the mistress. He didn't try to act like he didn't know the mistress. He told his wife, we hanging out. She like, we hanging out. And so the wife is like, we got 2 kids at home. Baby, the wench that he was with, the mistress, she gonna touch her stomach, and we got one right here too. I was just like, oh, to add insult to injury. So she gets to pulling on her husband, telling him, come on, let's go. You coming with me. You coming with me. Ladies, right there. That's the part where that part didn't need to happen. Because the moment you, as the wife, saw that he gave more concern and more reverence to this other woman, this is where we have to learn how to, again, start gracefully bowing out. Now, you sat there and you did all of that only for that man to choose that woman right there over you. When I tell you my heart broke in 1,000 pieces for this woman, because I'm just like, oh my God, first of all, you could tell that she loved that dirty bastard. You could tell. I don't see why. His character, moral integrity. I'm just like, here's the thing. Here's what I can't stand about people that cheat. I can't stand a dude you married. You dirty penis bastard. Why were you not protecting yourself? You out dipping in some other hooch without protection. You could have brought this woman back anything. She's sitting up here all in love with you, but you dipping that dirty, nasty thing all up in all these chicks, and then you coming back over here. I can't stand that. Like, cheating, in my opinion, is so unnecessary, and it's the biggest betrayal ever. It's the biggest act of betrayal ever. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you couldn't, like, he didn't even think. I'm like, you're cheating. That's already bad enough within itself. But then you're not going to use any protection. You could have brought her back anything. She's sitting up there so in love with your nasty, oh my goodness, nasty, arrogant, infected, contaminated. Ooh, I'm telling you, I felt this woman. I'm just like, and she just pulling at him out of desperation. I'm like, let that bastard go. Don't you shed another tear over that. That right there doesn't require any tears, because he showed you who mattered to him. So now you got to make him stand 10 toes down in that ish. But I'm like, here's the thing. If you feel as though you got to cheat, leave. Leo say the lady was preggo. Absolutely. And yes, they chased the wife. Yes, her and her friends, they chased the wife away. And this dude, you promised to love this woman for better or for worse. And even if you did not want to be with her, break it off. But he still owed her a certain level of respect that he did not give her. And I'm just like, how do you say that you as one, but then you put your wife out there like that? Like, you let these folks embarrass your wife like that. Like, you let these folks. Now, some may be saying, well, Jay, maybe she wasn't a wife to them. Then divorce her. Leave her. Leave her. Why do all this lying? Because clearly it's something. She meant something, because he's sneaking around and lying. Why you just didn't tell her what it was? If she all this bad and she didn't mean anything, why not say what it is? Why waste time sneaking behind people back and cheating? I can't stand a cheater. I'm like, at this point, zero forgiveness for cheating, because when you're at this point, 30 plus age range, what we lying for? Why you lying? Aren't you grown? Especially if you're not married, if you're single, but you're supposed to be in a relationship or you're dating someone, why are you cheating? Why are you lying when you could just go do you? You don't have to sneak around. Go do you. Stop trying to double dip back, especially when you know you ain't doing the right thing. You already, listen, they just out here just laying, just sleeping around, just throwing their little disabilities all around, just sleeping all around. For what? You can leave. Like, if you're not married, I feel like there's no reason to be lying. There's no reason to be sneaking around. What do you all think about that, though? Do you think that, I know it's easier said than done to leave, but disrespecting a person, like especially when you're married, disrespecting them. So that's better than to just find a way to leave. If you're not happy, go find your happy. Go find your forever home. Go find what's going to make you happy. Go find who's going to make you happy. But I just don't think that it's ever necessary to go behind somebody's back and cheat. If I'm not happy, I'm going to leave. First, depending on how much you mean to me, then I'm going to have a conversation and at least try to work it out. But after I can't work it out or we can't get this thing on track, I'm going to leave because I don't have to be there. I don't have to be there. Leo, you're saying I hate liars and cheaters, but I love that cheater show. You know what? You love when they get caught. Now, whose side you be on, the cheater side or the person who getting cheated on? But again, I just don't feel like I don't feel like it's necessary to cheat. If you're not happy, move around. Like, with all due respect, let's keep this thing moving, because now you're sitting up here. Now you've dismantled somebody, and all of that wasn't even necessary, especially the way that he treated her. Adrian, you saying he should have left her. Absolutely. The way that he disrespected her, not only by cheating on her, not only by getting this scallywag pregnant, but you had the audacity to let this chick talk out the side of her neck to me. You had the nerve to let this chick and her dusty friends talk out the side of their neck to me. At that point, like I said, I did not agree with the way she, as the wife, reacted. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, you have to always, you got to keep your cool. Especially when people showing you how much you don't mean to them. Never let them see you sweat. Never let them see you cry. Baby girl, tuck that ish up. Listen, stand 10 toes down and keep it moving. Don't ever let nobody sit up there and see you break like that. Never. Don't let nobody see that. Even if they have got the best of you, you better always keep your poker face on. Never let nobody see your weakness. Because the way she grabbed at him and, you coming with me, come with me, you my husband. Honey, the moment he went over there with that bottom basement, y'all feeling the B word. The moment he went over there with her, he stopped being your husband. He stopped caring that he was your husband. The moment that he stood there in your face and chose this woman over you was the moment that, listen, you don't even exist to me anymore. I would have just looked at him, turned around, walked away. Now, when I got home, what I did when I got home, it would have been listen, for him doing like that, all I know is the way he stood on that business with this woman, I know you better have everything better be, listen, you better be out of here. Because you're not going to sit up here and stand 10 toes down with another woman and then think you coming back here. Man, baby, I would have emptied them bank accounts. I would have maxed them cards out. I would have did, look, it's too much stuff to say on this radio. Listen, inbox me if you want to know what else I would have did. But he wouldn't have had no money. No money, and he wouldn't have had nowhere to stay. You going to have to go over there. You going to stay with that broad and her friends. That's when you going to have to go over there with your new family. You going to stay over there with you and your new family, because me and this family over here, we going to be good. Oh, if he want to see his kids, now listen, now this is where I draw the line at, okay? Just because he was a bastard to you, just because she's a bottom basement, raggedy chick, okay? If he's still a good father, listen, see, this is where we get our wires crossed, because now we in our feelings, ladies, girlfriends, wives, baby mamas. This is where we have to, now this is where Jay have to help us stay. We gotta stay a little focused, because this right here, it can get a little tricky right here, okay? Get a little tricky, because now, because he cheated, now he can't see the kid. two different scenarios, two different relationships. If he's still wanting to be a part of his kids' lives, as painful for you personally as it might be, you must allow that man to remain a father. Hey Gretchen, how you doing? You say we have to have class. We absolutely do have to have class through it all. Never let these bastards see you sweat. Never. But with these kids, if he is still willing to be a father to his kids, just because he's a dirty, free community penis having bastard, does not mean that he will not be a good father to his kids. And as long as he is willing, don't have my kids over there with that B. That's where you have to step up out of it now. And here's the thing. It will be hard. I will never sit here and say to you, oh, it'll be easy for you to go around and let this chick, let your kids go around the chick that broke up you and your husband. I will never ever on anything say that is easy. Never say that it's easy. But you have to do it. You have to do it because the kids don't have anything to do with him being a dirty bastard. They don't. They really don't. They don't have nothing to do because your husband is a bastard. Just because your husband is a bastard don't mean that their father is a bastard. See what I'm saying? See, it's a difference. The husband, he's a bastard as a husband, but he's a good father to them kids. Them kids love him. They daddy is the apple of their eye. You got to understand that. And you cannot break their heart because he broke your heart. Let me say that again. You cannot break your kid's heart and you cannot break your kid's spirit because that man broke your heart, because that man broke your spirit. You cannot do that. We cannot do that. You have to separate the two. Again, you got to understand and accept. Yes, this is a dirty bastard right here. I can't stand this bastard. Oh, if he needed a blood transfusion, I wouldn't give him a drink of water. It's okay to feel that way. Listen. If he had a splinter in his big toe, I would hope that if his toe fell off, could get nothing from me as the husband. But then when it comes to the part of, well, this your kid's father, what you gonna do? Do you help save him because it's a kid father? Or do you say, may this bastard rest in wherever he's about to go, but you won't be getting nothing from me? That's fine too. But for you to say that, you know what? He cheated on me. And you don't understand. He cheated on me and he got this other woman. I know. I understand. I totally get it. And we can talk about the dirty bastard listen, when we have our little girls' night and we're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about him and that trash, the trick or treat that he up there laying up with. We're going to talk all about him. But when he comes to see his kids or pick his kids up, we shouldn't have any resistance. We need to make sure that the kids go unscathed in adult situations. And that's where, again, that's where I definitely draw the line. And I don't want to see kids being hurt and caught up in grown folk crossfire. So we got to definitely make sure that the kids are not getting caught up in this crossfire, because again, the way that this foolishness went, baby, that can be real. That's going to be very interesting to see. You got kids by your wife, and now you done got this hooker pregnant too. Woo! She pregnant with a little hooker. Ooh, I'm telling you, listen, big hooker, little hooker. But your husband, that's the bed that your husband has laid in. And God forbid, lady, ma'am, also please, for somehow, now this seems to be a new thing, that some women are thinking that they one up in the other lady, the other woman, because they gonna go sleep with the person that left them to be, with the mistress. And so now you dump. No, you're not one upping anybody, honey. You're making yourself look stupid, very stupid, because now he cheated on you. He still get to screw you when he want to, and he going back over here to screw this chick over here. Listen, don't get caught up in that type of foolishness. Just go ahead and find you another schlong dong. Okay, go find you some more schlong dong, because this schlong dong right here, listen, his community infected, give it freely. His discounted schlong dong, he probably don't even have a schlong dong. His discounted Twizzler is not worth it. Okay, so just go find somebody else, but do not sit up here and try to psych yourself up and make it seem as though you're winning. Oh, I'm winning. Please, I'm over here asleep. She thought she did something. He's still coming back home. He's still no, ma'am. Now you are sitting on the throne of stupid, okay? If you do that, you're sitting on the throne of stupid. We're gonna be honest. You're sitting on the throne of stupid. Amen. Amen. We're not doing that. Leo said he gonna cheat on the bottom basic B too. Absolutely. He did it to his wife. He gonna do it to her too, no doubt. Absolutely. And that's what I don't understand, how these hookers think that if this man cheated on somebody, listen, this man done lied to God. Okay, so he has no fear. He done lied to God and told God that he was going to love, respect, and cherish this woman. He couldn't even keep his word to God. You think he's going to keep his word to you? What? No, he's not. He going to cheat on you. And listen, they say, and I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Once a cheater, always a cheater. You know, you gotta see, there's, okay, for the ladies, fellas, now here's the thing. Ladies, we don't cheat. We just make a mistake and fall on it, okay? We don't cheat. We just make a mistake and we trying to figure out how are we on all this schlong dong, okay? So the ladies, we don't cheat, okay? We don't cheat. We just make a mistake and fall on a schlong dong, okay? It was a mistake, because once you come from dealing with a Twizzler to a schlong dong, you just like, oh my God, like, have I been missing this all this time? So women don't cheat. They just make a mistake and fall on the schlong dong, okay? They don't cheat. They just fall on the schlong dong. But leave the Twizzler, leave that over there. Leave that type of energy over there. Whatever you do, you got to keep your head up, and you got to respect yourself, and you got to be able to walk away, and you got to be able to, and again, I know it's hard exercising self-control. Listen, here's the thing. I done been cheated on, lied on, cut. Listen, I done caught some brothers, okay? I have, listened. And I'm tell you, look, I have grown a lot, okay? Because had this been some years ago, listen, when my knees were still good, baby, and you can, listen, duck and dodge and get on up out some places and run real fast, baby, ain't no telling. I would have still been a beast. But now I had to retire, because like I say, my knees don't work as good as they used to back in the day. See, I can't get out there. See, I can't be ducking in them bushes, in them TT bushes on that west side over there off Chicago Avenue. I can't be over there dipping in them bushes like that, trying to wait, or driving through the alley real fast and crazy, trying to, and my friend car trying to catch them over there on that west side. I can't be doing that no more, I don't be switching cars and be like, okay, you take my car, I'm gonna take your car, I'm gonna go over there we can't be doing that no more, okay? So I'm just trying to tell you, you ain't the only one that done been cheated on. I had a brother, he was scared to come to the door, okay? I was outside the door. Nice, brand new, shiny little car, still outside, just outside. And he's just like, now, I could have destroyed it, but At that point in life, I'm just like, you're not even worth it. Like, now the energy, the awareness, the self-awareness, the awareness of self is what calmed all of that craziness down. The aware, because I ain't gonna listen. Now I'm not gonna lie. I still got a little crazy. You know, I still there's a still little there's still a little residue every now and then. I gotta, I gotta be wiping it off a little bit. That's a little bit of crazy residue still. It's still left. Still got just a little bit. But for the most part, I'm good. Like I'm good. At this, I'm in a season of I'll bow out. I'll walk away. Like I say, I'm so good at walking away and acting like you never existed, like this whole thing never happened, like you're just a nightmare. It's a whatever it is, it never happened. You never happened. This never happened. We never happened. And I'm okay with that. That's where I am. And that's the energy that I want to put out there, ladies. It's not worth acting crazy, going to jail for, getting charges, getting hurt, getting yourself hurt, all this craziness. Why? Over somebody that didn't value you enough to keep you, over somebody that didn't value you enough to, to protect you, to respect you. So why would you disrespect yourself over somebody that didn't even think enough of you? You didn't think enough of this woman, your wife, to protect her from these floozies that you messing around with. Not only did you not protect her emotionally, you didn't protect her physically, because you out there sleeping with somebody without protection and she end up getting pregnant. If you gonna cheat, like, don't be nasty about it. Don't be freaking dirty about it. Like, if you're gonna cheat, man, protect yourself. Protect all the people that are involved. You got people out here sleeping with people that have no idea that their partners are sleeping with somebody else. Like, dang, you trying to kill me? Like, when you sleep with somebody without protection, you're literally putting your life in their hands. Like, you're literally trusting, whether you're married or not. If you're sleeping with somebody unprotected, you are putting your life in their hands. And for them to go out and sleep with somebody else, especially without protection, like, are you crazy? So, lady, let him go. Let him be over there with him and his bottom basement baby mama, and you take your kids again. If he pull up the next day, I want to see my kids. I'm not trying. I didn't come here to argue with you. Don't argue with him. Don't argue with him. Let him see the kids, and you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving, because again, the kids should not suffer for any of their parents' indiscretions. The kids should not suffer because, again, they daddy want to go out and play, play with every little thing that's out there, and anything that'll cock their eyes open. They daddy want to be out there, just have a community penis and stuff like that. You can't hold that. Listen, you cannot hold that against your kids. You got to let them see their community penis having father, and you got to let him have a relationship with him, with them, and just change in your phone. Just change his name from husband to CP, community penis. That's what you got to start calling him now. Community penis is his name. Community penis. Just that's what you put it in the phone as. So each time you see it, he call him, you know what it is. So now you don't have to get all upset. You don't have to start crying and all this other stuff, because again, he don't care. Listen, save your tears, because he don't care. If he did, he wouldn't have put you in that position in the first place. You wouldn't be over here crying because he got community penis in the second place. So just protect yourself and just do what needs to be done to ensure that you are protecting your kids and that your kids are able to have a relationship with community penis. But don't listen now. Don't call him community penis in front of the kids. Now we can't call their father's community penis. You know, you can that's between you and your girls. Y'all can y'all can call them community penis. But with the kids, we try to wanna, again, it can be a little bit rough and a little bit challenging sometimes to be the bigger person. But when you look at your kids and when you think about all the pain that you've been through in the relationship and the way that things went down between you and your husband or your spouse, and you know how bad you felt, you don't want to make your kids feel that way. So that's why we have to do everything in our power to protect our kids and to ensure that they are protected and to ensure that that they don't hurt just because we are hurting. So you definitely want to make sure again that you're keeping the kids, you're keeping their best interest at heart. Again, put it in the phone as CP, and then you can keep it moving. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about anything else. Just let that community penis dude go. But again, let them see the kids. Two things, the two most important things that we're going to get from this. We're going to let him see the kids, and we're not going to double back and sleep with them. That's what you're not going to do. Again, you are not winning by doubling back and sleeping with a dude that done left you for somebody else. I don't care how you think you want to look at it. You are not, I'm still his wife. I'm still, baby, listen. Snap out of it. You got to do yourself like this so you can knock some sense into your own head. Doubling back and sleeping with community penis. Now you're going to have community South Virginia. And ain't no telling what you going to, listen. Trust me. That's not a web. That's not a situation that you want to get caught up in. Leo is saying exactly. CP and CV, community penis and community Virginia, South Virginia. Yes, I like that, Leo. That community South Virginia. Because listen, there's a whole lot of that out there. But listen, don't double back and don't keep this man from his kids. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yeah, we're not going back. You can't go back to that community PP.
Can we go back to winter, summer?
Ooh, child. It's gone never again once more. I'm sorry. Man. Hopefully I got, let me see. This one is, okay, that was good. But yeah, guys, listen, we can sit up here and we try to sit up here and you got these. Okay, I think I need that right on. You got these community penis having dudes out here. And you just full of community. Leave them over there. Don't go back. Don't go back to them. I'm sitting up. I'm winning. You're not winning. You are not winning because now he's sleeping with you willingly, and he know, and you know he over there with the other woman.
She winning a whole bunch of extra souls in her soul.
Ooh, he been out there just slinging that little twizzle just. That didn't even put no wrapping paper. You didn't even wrap the thing up. You just out there just slanging it, slonging it, just like. Just slapping it, just sliding all over, just nasty.
A little bit over here and a little bit over there.
Just sticking, just nasty.
Bobbing and weaving, ducking and not dodging.
Don't be over there. Girl, yeah. Royce just left him over here. Girl, Royce, and if I was your friend, I was saying you Royce left over here from doing what? Because you just done had us over there outside this girl's house, and now you sleeping with him again. I will not. Oh, now me and you for the fight.
We finna fight.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page. Listen, go right to YouTube right now. YouTube. I'm about to drop the YouTube link, our YouTube channel link in the doggone thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Doggone thing.
So y'all can see what I'm talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm dropping it over there. Go to our YouTube channel. Okay. Now we need you guys to go there now, so that we can get this channel up and running. Now look, I know I'm getting on y'all nerves over there, so go on over there to YouTube so I can get on your nerves over there on YouTube as well. And then come on back to Facebook and I'm gonna get on your nerves over here too. But that's the J Spot Radio. That's our YouTube is J Spot Radio, and then Facebook is the J Spot. And then go ahead on Instagram, follow us at the J Spot, and then go to TikTok. Whoop whoop whoop. The J Spot again. J is JAYE for all of them, y'all. All of them. Now listen, it's just me over here, okay? It's just me. But sitting next to me, listen, we got esthetician.
Hello.
Chandler.
Hey.
A mother of a group of cool dudes.
Yeah.
And a little lady.
Missy Woodward.
Lady Lotus. Hey, how are you?
I'm cold, girl.
Oh, wait, listen.
I'm cold.
Can we just go back to last weekend? Yes.
No, we're not.
Yes. Yes.
I love you, Tank.
Oh, see, you know what?
I love you, Gigi. Oh, you freak me, baby. Oh,
you wouldn't have wanted. I'm so. You see, I'm glad we didn't sit. We couldn't have sat next to each other because I had the stone face the whole time.
Why?
The only people I got excited for was Belle Biv DeVoe. I mean, Tank.
I'm so angry at them.
You are angry. Wait a minute. What they do wrong?
I mean, they were the ultimate of the show, right? They were who we came to see.
Yes.
I expected more.
They only had like 20 minutes.
I expected
They,
30 minutes. Because Tank was up there for a long time, baby. They were supposed to cut his little time. He should have been when we, and that was it. He
No,
should've been his first
no,
little
that's
two
when
little-
I was mad at that.
He put on a whole production.
Who?
Tank.
First of
He
all,
had the flashy lights.
you know what? First of all, when I watched
Shirt
Tank,
off.
I'm gonna tell you exactly who I thought about when I saw that Tank performance.
Who?
Now listen,
Usher.
I went back to 84 when Michael Jackson debuted the Moonwalker on the Moonwalk
Yes.
on what was that, the American Music Awards.
Yes.
That is what Tank's performance was
Maybe that.
at that doggone
Maybe that was his tribute.
no we
I just
untribute Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
I just feel like in the levels of how we come out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody understands how much time we have. We have rehearsed this. We have been doing this show. And the last person or the last performers, I'm supposed to get a little bit more time.
Well, can't nobody tell me that Belle Biv DeVoe. I was up there. Wow!
I was screaming. I was yelling. My ankle gave out on me
Did
twice.
it?
Yes.
I'm so glad.
Because I was down there like, hey, baby, give it to me. I know the dance moves. I used to do them. Shout out to my dance partner, James. Shout out to my dance partner from grammar school, Gino. And Lil N, who used to be out on the block doing these dances. But I just expected to see them longer. And it felt like I saw Tank longer than them. It felt like Silk was out there longer than them. But it's like, I don't know if I was just enjoying them so bad. So it just seemed like
they totally did not have enough. They did not.
No,
have
they did
enough
not.
Time.
They came
did not
and
have
they
enough
went,
time at all.
and I was just. It was like I had just got left on the bed in the west spot, and I wasn't satisfied.
Not the west spot.
Yeah, and it wasn't even my west spot. It was their west spot. Shoot, I just needed like a little bit more, just a little bit more. I enjoyed the tributes. I enjoyed the new edition, but I just needed like 10 more minutes.
I wasn't mad. Listen, I'm telling you, they don't owe me nothing, but I'm gonna tell you who gonna quit playing with me. all the rest of them. I'm just like
they
that.
all did good. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Genuine must have got tired of y'all talking about his belly
This is true.
and doing that
This
look
is true.
on him
This
because
is true.
bruh man came out there with a flat belly.
Baby, he was ready for y'all. He was ready for these type of
He
conversations.
was like, "Not this concert,
not today,
not
not
this.
Chicago.
I won't be falling off the stage this time."
I will not be tooting before getting on the stage or
And he did his
sipping.
little dance. He did it. Silk tore it up though.
Silk did a good job.
Baby,
Silk
they
did a good
so-
job. They really did a good job.
Oh man, them silver foxes was up there looking good.
Well, now I'm not gonna go that far, but I
Hey,
will
them
say,
silver foxes was up there looking good.
you all, I'm not gonna go that far, but I did. Now they did do a good show, and I did appreciate that. But as far, I'm just like, listen, Tank is cool, but I've never really been a big Tank fan. You know,
Tank was up there looking like a tank.
You know what? I wasn't. I was like,
You just said you a different type of breed, but I'm gonna tell you the breed of everybody else that was
what
screaming.
y'all? If y'all went to that concert, what y'all think about Tank? Because
Honey,
I don't.
all the women around me was acting like they was like what was it? Eddie Kane was in front of them. I'm talking about they was rolling back, baby.
They was doing that because the people.
We all apologized to our men at home and was
Baby,
glad
we was about to leave up out the concert. We like, see, no.
Girl, let me tell you something.
We
You
like,
gotta
no.
give props where props is done. And our age bracket, our artists and people who we grew up on are 50 and plus now. So when you looking at them, you're looking at 56, 57, 58.
And I can appreciate that because
And I
Belle
can
Biv DeVoe, they
appreciate-
definitely looked good.
Oh,
And
yes.
Tank looked good.
They all looked good. Those men look amazing.
But I guess the off the wall just threw me off the wall.
I don't know. I didn't even get that.
I sat up there, kept hearing off the wall, bring it back off the wall. I'm just like,
that. I was so like he up here like Usher. And then I was mad because I was like, how is T and G gonna show up and the other T didn't come?
oh, if he would have came, I would have been too through. I'm just like,
But see, I love me some Tyrese. But I could see why things went astray. Because you can't deal with two people, especially a Capricorn, that's like chill, and then you got to deal with Tank. That's just over the top.
So wait, we got Adrian. She said, I used to have a big crush on Tank.
Girl.
That is,
Tank is amazing. He just nasty.
Isn't that?
I was just waiting on when we.
I needed him to perform that like he meant it, but he did it.
He meant it. I felt that.
I kid you not. I was just sitting up there. I was just like this.
I felt it. Unless it was just me singing it with him and
It
I
was
made
just
myself.
you. It was just you because we were sitting there.
I have a lot of footage.
And my sisters, we just, and I'm just
I'm
like.
just a different breed. It take a lot to reel y'all. It takes a little bit of nothing to reel. You put a good plate of food in my face and I might just fall in love. Y'all is the more sensible ones that, you gotta come with a little bit more. You gotta come with a lot more than that, bro. Bring it up 10 steps, 10 notches. See, some of us, it's just like,
I said, no, sir, no.
And he took his shirt off and it was just like, clack, 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 clack.
Toronto is saying it's ankle gave out. That's funny, LOL.
Let me say that ankle said whoop, but I ain't fall like that other lady. R.I.P. to her legs. She fell, honey. She went down 4 flights of stairs. Not 4 flights, but 4 little stairs. And it was just like a doo-doo-doo-doo. And I had all the mamas by me. So it was like, oh, baby.
Well, I had all of the women that decided to come outside with see-through and no panties on. I had them up there.
Right.
I said, it was cold that night. Baby,
That was Friday night.
And then they wasn't even in no rides. Like, you out here walking up Cermak to get to the train or I'm like, so you got icicles on your coochie. You got nasty. And I'm like, I know you got your legs is burning because they rubbing together. You ain't got. When I tell you, I'm like in a bathroom. I'm like.
Were they the youngins or the Eartha Kids?
No.
Baby, the Eartha Kids was out.
They was out, baby. They were out.
Auntie them, grandma them was
Eartha Kids
out.
and her kitties was out. They had them. No, that wasn't even no kitties. You had them doggone tigers, them lions and tigers, and them barracudas. That's what you had. Them wild boars.
They was out
That's
there.
what you had out. I'm just like, baby, Tank them would have threw this stuff, honey. Look,
they was out there.
With all due respect, we gonna have to listen.
I'm glad my mama got locked out her apartment. She couldn't get what she wanted to wear. When she came to Chicago for the holiday, she left one of her jackets, and her house keys was in the jacket. So mama still, was recycling Thanksgiving clothes. My mama was dressed like a mama, y'all.
Well, I need a redo of a concert, so I'm gonna have to. I need a redo.
Let me tell you, in August, it's on a Wednesday night, but I'm there.
Who?
Girl, it's Nelly. It's the Saint Lunatics. It's Chingy and the lady of Rough Riders, Miss Eve, gonna be there.
See,
and I really just want to go see. I really want to see Eve. But I saw Nelly when we saw Janet Jackson, and Nelly, Nelly cut it up.
I'm real. See, here's the thing about me. I'm very particular about concerts. Like, you have to have a lot, and I'm very, I swear I'm very particular, because if you don't have a whole lot of stuff that I like and enjoy, I'm not going to see.
I'm
because then I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna be in the hallway, and I'm gonna be somewhere.
I'm gonna be up there doing the chicken head,
or I'm gonna come late
and hoping my ankle.
I'm gonna come late, like at the Cincinnati Music Festival. Whenever, all the years that I went, whenever they had Charlie Wilson, baby, I always left early. I did not stay for Charlie Wilson.
Why would you do Charlie like that?
I don't like Charlie Wilson. And I'm like, you wasting your money. No, I'm not. I came here who I came to see, and that's what I was going.
I've never been to the Cincinnati.
Music Festival. So we're gonna go next year. It's crazy though, but it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much going on, because it's gonna be in July, and I don't know who the line. I gotta see. I really gotta see, because we went. If it's a good lineup, only way I go is if Jodeci is there.
Wait, you didn't go this year?
I went this year. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what?
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Right.
I didn't do Ravinia this year.
You didn't do Ravinia, okay.
Let me tell you who the worst. I will never see Boys to Men again. And y'all can.
Blasphemy.
Oh, have you seen them?
No,
I would.
Not.
And I was.
Is on my. If I don't see them.
Oh no, they don't sing to us.
Who they sing to?
Becky.
Oh,
baby, they did a whole rock concert. They didn't do none of their stuff. All the stuff that they sung, I'm just like, well, who? This ain't they. Now I thought they said that this was Boys to Men.
Are you serious?
I was.
I know they Vegas show wasn't like that.
I was so mad. I went live and just talked about my disgust. I got the footage. I'm gonna show you some of the videos of the girl. Oh, I said you got to.
Cause I had to go back in time. Like, I heard Mama say something that just made me feel so good. And Mama was talking to one of my homegirls from grammar school we ran into, and she was like, I took her to her first concert. And she did. She took me to my very first concert. I had no business there, but I was there. It was Public Enemy. It was Houdini. And it was LL Cool J.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been.
And I had to be like all of 9 or 10 at the UIC Pavilion. My most vivid memory is LL Cool J coming out with a crushed velvet couch, making love to this couch. Which at that time I didn't know what he was doing, but he was doing it to I Need Love. And Cameo came out with his little red drawers on.
Yeah.
I had no business there.
You shouldn't have been. Yeah.
But when I sat and I listened to her talk about that and talk about how we have gone to all these concerts throughout our years, I have met so many celebrities with my mom. I have House of Blues it up with my mom. And it's like, now I'm giving it back to her. So I done took her to 2 concerts this year. And she's just so excited. I ain't never heard my mom tell me she loved me this much. I love you. I love you. I love you. It was me and my mom and my sister-in-law, Nessa. It's like, come on, let's go.
That's what's
But
up
it's
right
just
there.
those memories and these concerts. It's like, I have my list that I wish I wouldn't have missed. I wish I wouldn't have missed the Bad Boy concert, because I'm never going to get that back. I wish I wouldn't have missed the Murder Inc. concert. I'm never going to get that back. So now I'm not going to have those feelings. I regretted not seeing Boys to Men for my birthday when I went to Vegas that
You
year.
missed so much.
I'm still gonna feel like I regret it. Now I was crying because I was like I missed New Edition, but I had to flash back. I saw New Edition at what we do downtown when we go eat food.
The Taste of the Chicago.
I saw them at the Taste of Chicago. So I'm like, okay, I saw Annie. But I done got BBD. I might have to see Bobby.
Bobby.
Give me a little Bobby.
Bobby.
I think I'm okay with that.
Bobby. Listen, anybody, any New Edition, I will definitely go.
I need a little Johnny girl.
You know, like I say, I saw him already.
You
so
did.
he was at the Cincinnati Music. They were all there. They all did an amazing job.
You're gonna have to add me to the Cincinnati
They
list.
did, and they did an amazing job. But guys, listen. Speaking of concerts and good times, listen, just trying to get outside a little bit more. But listen, here's what now, I need to know what you all think about this foolishness. So, this man, because we're going to kind of stay with the cheating, because, you know, fellas, this ain't a pick on y'all day. But you know what? It's just a lot of videos and stuff that's coming up with y'all, and y'all are the usual suspects. So, I have to, talk about it. But y'all know I love y'all, and we still...
It's her algorithm.
We still here, you know, because that's all that's coming up is these dudes. I'm like, wait, what is this? So, but this one could be kind of this video is a way to redeem yourself as a cheater. And I want to know what you all think about this. So this man is saying, if you got caught cheating on your woman, he said the only way to stop that cheating is to let that woman go. But you got to let her go in front of your woman. He said, so you got to call the bottom basement Betty. You got to call her. He said, put it on the phone, put it on speaker right here where your woman can hear it. And you tell bottom basement Betty that you should have never tampered with her spoiled goods. Never. You should have never sinned with her. You should have never.
Her goods was good.
You should have never sipped on her nasty woman's nectar. You got the nasty woman's nectar. That's what you got to tell this woman. Now, mind you, on speaker, you tell her that you will never sip on her nasty woman's nectar again. You tell her all this on speaker. If she see you in public, her and her nasty woman nectar can go the other way, okay? Because you back at home with your wife, where you should be.
Raggedy wife and
and now, and they said that's what you're supposed to tell her, and put on speaker, and that's how you end.
And that's gonna make me happy.
That's gonna make the wife happy.
But I'm just saying, I'm thinking I'm the wife.
Yeah, that's
so because he called, what you call her?
The nasty woman. She got the nasty woman. Oh, bottom basement Betty.
So he gonna call me with bottom basement Betty on the phone, and he gonna tell bottom basement Betty that they not messing with each other.
That's right.
And I'm supposed to just open arms and
that's
come
right.
back. No, we're not doing that because you and bottom basement Betty set this up. Y'all did that. You told her that you was gonna do it because I was gonna kick you out.
Because that's what this man said.
And you trying to save your life. So and you and bottom basement Betty could go live in.
She got the nasty woman's nectar.
You could go live with her in her basement.
So, well, I guess we stay right there. I guess, fellas. So, fellas, I tried to help you. That's not gonna.
That is not gonna help you. That is not you. Your car still gonna get towed up. Your clothes still gonna get burned.
Once you have tasted of the nasty woman's nectar, there is no turning back.
You gonna call this heifer in front of me? Cause you know what bottom basement Betty gonna do. She gonna let him say everything she got to say.
That's right.
And then she gonna be like, "But you was just here,
and you coming back.
You was just here yesterday."
He not
was here day before yesterday. You already said you don't want to be with her and you don't love her and you only with her because of them kids. So now you want to call me with her right there. Anybody thinking about you, you will be over here tomorrow.
In that order. So ladies, please don't fall. This is not advised. I wouldn't. I would not.
Because if
I'm
I
just
was
not.
Basement Betty, bruh, I'll let you have it.
I would go. Listen, first of all, bottom basement Betty, she is already in on it. So he taking care. He can say whatever he want to say because he's still paying her bills. He's still giving her money, and guess what? He's still
breaking
going.
that back.
And he's still gonna be sucking and smelling all up under that nasty woman's nectar. That's what she got, the nasty woman's nectar. And y'all be out here cheating and getting the nasty woman's nectar.
Every time I come up in here, you got something new. It's like it's just a nasty woman nectar.
That's right, the nasty woman nectar. So ladies, don't fall for it. He done told her all of this. Listen, and he back right over there. Sniffing it right up.
He might not go back tomorrow. He gonna stay with you every day. He not gonna let you think or have a inkling in your mind that he went back over there, but he gonna sniff back over there with basement bottom Betty.
And that's the first part. So that's like, okay, well, you can forgive him if he does that, or will you? Now the next thing is, so if you're contemplating on getting back with him again after he done been over there with bottom basement Betty, he been over there with sniffing under the nasty woman nectar, the nasty woman over there. And now you like, okay, this my husband. We got too many years together. I'm going to forgive him. But I want him to turn his location on. His location got to be on every time he leaves my site. I need his location on until I build my trust back up in him. Ladies, are you doing this? Like, is that something?
That don't work. I will tell you what my child told me. My child told me this. So if my child told me this, what a grown man gonna think? Told the little one, I wasn't gonna buy him a cell phone. I was gonna buy him one of them little watches. And he told me I could just take the watch off and leave it at my friend's house and go wherever I want to go. So what do a location do? I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna kick it with Ray. Me and Ray finna kick back, drink some beers, and I'll be home. He done left the phone at Ray's house. He already done told Ray forward the call to this call. Y'all, it's too much stuff we could do today.
It's too much.
It's too much stuff. It doesn't even matter. Just leave.
And my thing is this, like, if you really have to sit back and just think about it, think long and hard about, do you really want to live your life like this? Do you really want to live your life looking up his location every time it ping here, it ping there? Because here's the thing, if you leave the phone, and the thing about the phone with the location is if it ain't moving after a certain amount of time, or you ain't, so here's where you can get caught at. Because you telling you going over here to the store. If your phone ain't pinging to the store, or if it's pinging to Ray Ray's location and it stays at Ray Ray location, and now I'm calling you and I'm asking you where you at, or you not answering, or you answer on your watch, and you be like, okay, well, you still getting tracked. So unless you leave all devices at Ray Ray, you're still gonna get caught. And don't have a good one. Listen, call me. I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all can get them tracking devices and put them up under their cars. Now see, now if you go listen, bump the phone calls, bump the, bump having him to tell bottom basement Betty, y'all, bump that. You really want to know the truth. Put that GPS, put that tracking device. Listen, put that tracking device on that end.
I'm just going to have to say this, Jay. The real thing that you have to ask yourself is, do you really want to live your life like that? Do I really have all this time to be tracking you and where you at and what you doing and let me smell your thing and what was in your
Oh, that's a good one.
And why you
go back
like
to that
so,
one, please.
and why your tank tops don't smell like this and we using Dial but you smell like Zest. Like these are, to me.
Are y'all still smelling Slong though?
Yeah, are y'all? Because I just feel like all of this stuff is like, you should have left it behind in your mid-20s. At least I'm gonna say your late 20s. You should be over the where you at and all this other stuff. Now, if we tracking each other just because we want to make sure each other's safe, that's one thing. But I don't have time, because if it pings somewhere and now I gotta Google this place and I'm suspicious, I'm gonna have to jump in the car and I'm about to roll up on you. And I don't have time for that. I got other things to do in my life. I want to lay back and be lazy and watch a movie or something. Now I done work 8 hours a day. I ain't got time to be come home dealing with you, talking about where you at and what you doing. You want to do it? You go over there. Go over there. Go ahead and do it.
Go get that nasty woman's nectar. Go get that nasty woman's nectar.
Get caught and watch what happened. I'm gone.
I would say this. If you got to go through all of that, is it really worth it?
If you got time for it, message me so we could talk about it, because I'm gonna write a book about it.
If you really want to, like, it's like you have to value yourself, because first of all, they're already disrespecting you. So now are you going to disrespect yourself by going through all this? Now you may say, now Jay, you just told us a few minutes ago you was out there on that west side.
How old was she? So no, we're not doing that.
I was out there. Listen, that's when my knees was good.
I was out there as well. I was in the bushes. I was calling her like, hey, we got to roll up. Like, come go with me right quick. Come do this. I got a couple I know who to call for what, but how old were we?
And this is what I had to say with that. It's just like, when you come into, and not even only that, but it's like when you come into your own self-awareness, and you know who you are, like, you know, listen, dude, you fumbled me. You lost this.
And it's not to say.
And it's okay.
And Jay, it's not to say when we were younger, we didn't know who we were. We didn't know our value. We didn't know we was good chicks, but we was young, dumb, and full of. And they had got on their tippy toes. And they had, broke a little piece of something in there that clicked up inside my head.
See, it just knocked that. It just knocked your understanding out of it.
Knocked the crazy. Now I know you can't knock the crazy. And if you knock the crazy, I ain't even finna mess with you no more, because you about to take me back to a person.
And you know, if
I
you
don't want to be no
crazy,
more.
You don't be juicing nobody. Just don't.
For real, just clank, clank.
Because if you know you a person that can't handle it, like listen, the schlong don't even have to be good, but you know that you're the type of person that when the soul tie, like we talked about some weeks ago, you get that soul tie on top of you now.
And you
done activated they crazy.
You married.
See, now you done took the time capsule off. Now I gotta cook your dog. See, now I gotta do all of this stuff.
We're not gonna cook the
we
dog.
Gonna cook
we
the
gonna
dog.
boil the rabbit.
We gonna cook the dog. And
please don't cook Benji.
We gonna cook Benji.
We gonna cook Benji.
And now everybody finna be mad. But see, when you and then listen, fellas, look, if she tell you,
y'all going to jail.
If she tell you, look, I can't, I'm not the person that can do this casual. Y'all need to start listening to them, okay? You need to start listening.
Keyword.
Because they're telling you that, listen, if something ain't right.
If that woman say, I'm looking for a relationship, I'm looking for long term, and you still walk through that door acting like, hey, baby, let's go out to eat, and you treating her like she your woman, in her mind, she is, and when you do something wrong, the little light switch gonna go click, 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 click. And you left, you show.
Deep Coco, she said, if I gotta do a 007, I'm chunking deuces. That's what I'm talking about. She said, that's why I keep my tootie in my pocket. That's what I like it. Keep it to yourself, because listen, you know that, look, some of them, all it takes is just a little bit, and then now you done turned on the whole other crazy person, and it's just like now. You done unleash something. Now then, fellas, you can't blame it on her either and say she doing all she told you. Just like off my favorite movie, It's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I didn't feel bad for Darnell floating up in that pool, like you said, like a black sea lion.
No.
I didn't feel bad for him.
He did it to himself.
You brought that crazy lady.
He getting mad because she in the kitchen cooking for him.
Right.
I'm making you breakfast.
Because you said you love me and you said you won't.
Gay?
Act like you don't know. When they had these conversations, fellas, this is real.
In her face.
This is real, so please.
This is what I have a problem with men of our generation. The movies told y'all everything, and you still went against the grain. You still went against the grain.
Y'all still come out here playing around and gonna put yourself in these
Go
situations
get your
with
rabbit
these
boil.
and your dog cooked and your bird and
I
all
don't
this
believe
other
you
stuff.
gonna cook the dog.
We gonna it's a way like
We
they
can
gonna.
boil the rabbit because we eat rabbit.
No, y'all can let them go ahead on and get the dog too. That's okay. Y'all can. It's all of it. It's all of it is up
Y'all
for
boil
grabs.
that
You know,
dog, you going to
it's
jail,
all. It's
hussy. I'm
all.
calling the
It's all up
popos.
for grabs. But when you have to go, when you result
I'm
to,
calling the police. You boil that dog here.
when you result to, to doing those type of things, it's just like you diminish your value
And your
and
character.
you let them win. Like you can't sit up here and have a broken heart and then sit up here done you got the tracking device on and he's still over there with the nasty woman. Like look, how many low blows can you take? How many low blows do you have to go through before you just say, you know what, listen, I'm gonna leave this alone right here because clearly this ain't working for me. So if you gotta go through all that tracking and looking through phones and doing all this, you gotta really think twice and you gotta really ask yourself, is this really what I want? Is this what I'm trying to is this the way I want to live the rest of my life or live my relationship, or do I just want to let this go and find me somebody else that's going to value who I am, that's going to like being over here with this dope ride or on this dope ride or this dope adventure? If not, and you got to understand, your adventure, you not for everybody.
No.
It's okay. You got to let them sometimes. Listen, some people love the smell of the thrift store.
Ooh.
And you got to let them be there. So when they going over there with that bottom basement Betty, they like the smell of the thrift store. Let them stay over there.
Ooh, not the thrift store.
Let them stay over there. Now, I found me some good stuff up in there, but I can't stand the smell. And and it's something, see, I'm starting to itch. I just feel like when you walk in there, it's just something in the air. Like, listen, so I can't
I
do
don't
it.
even
Like,
know which one it is, but I walked in one of them with my
and
friend.
you just start doing this.
And he was trying to find a shirt to go on a job interview. We walked in and he touched that shirt. I said, we got to go right now. And he was like, well, I said, it's stinking here. It smelled like used old people. Let's go. I had the people in that store cracking up so bad, but I couldn't. It wasn't a unique. I think I could deal with unique, but I don't remember which one it was.
I don't know which one, but it's like the South. Any one of them, you go up in there.
Basement, bottom Betty.
Bottom basement Betty.
Smell like the thrift store.
Yeah, they like that smell. The dudes like that smell. You like that nasty woman smell. That's what they smell like. They smell like the thrift store.
You people who do skits, I'm gonna need y'all to do a skit on
y'all like that. You like that nasty woman. That nasty woman smell. You like to smell it. That nasty woman. Anyone that nasty.
They out there defending they bottom basement. Somebody know she don't. She look good.
Yeah, cause you like the way it smell. Nasty. Cause you got community penis. So that's why
it ain't gonna be nice when your wife find out and she leave you.
Leo said if you gotta track somebody with locations and tracker devices on cars and stuff, it's already over. If you gotta call cheaters, it's over. All unnecessary. I'm too grown for all that. Here's the thing, you are absolutely right, Leo, because it's like going through all of that.
It's too much.
But also, let's just piggyback to the lying cheater. Leave. There. See how simple. Look at that. Look how simple that was.
But see, I've always called it playing house, because the person that you're cheating on is 9 times out of 10 a really good person. And you're either holding on to this person while you go sow your royal oats, but while you're trying to hold on to this good girl, while you sowing your royal oats, you're potentially ruining her.
Yes.
And then if the woman ain't that good and you just stand with her because of the kids, well, you just messing up the whole family, because you done told the boys this how we act. You done told the girls that this is what men do, because you and the mama ain't doing nothing but arguing all day any day. So you just dysfunctional. But how do you go out and cheat on someone that you actually love and care about and you see no flaws in?
Wait. Deep Coco over here. She said, "Pull a little rough." She said, "I smell mothballs." She said, "Mothball whiskey and a little bit of pee." See,
Mothballs, whiskey, and a little bit of
see,
pee.
this is why we all get along because
Yep.
we all see, we all speak the same language.
Wait, that sound like the man. What his name is?
We all speak
Drunk
the
Henry.
same. We all speak the same language because I'm telling you, it's
Mothball
something.
PP Henry.
It's something up in the air with that foolishness. And I'm telling you, I said, look, you can count me out. I'm not trying to deal with that type of foolery right there.
What's
But
going all out the door with this fake polygamy stuff now? Shoot, who got the cheat now?
polygamy is the poor man's version of a threesome.
But that's what I'm saying. This is what they're doing now. This is how they're getting away with. You know, technically, I'm not cheating because you know about her. And then, hey, somebody slipped me a little word of information that. So the guy basically says, I'm going to be with her. You're going to take it or you're going to leave it. And so the woman, you know, she don't want to lose her man. So it's just like, I'll take it.
Okay, and I'm okay with that. Listen, if you got her consent and she chose to be,
But technically, she don't want it.
if she chooses to be Ditsy Daisy, then let Ditsy Daisy go ahead on. Listen,
Ditsy dumb as a doorknob.
be there, be it as it may. You accepted it, you signed up for it because now you sat here and said, you know what, I don't want to lose my man like he's the only one with a schlong dong, and he may not even have a schlong dong. God forbid if he have. Listen, the only reason we stay with a Twizzler is because you love him. That's the only reason why you stay with a Twizzler. But if he got a slong dong, listen, he's not the only one that got a slong dong. You may find you somebody that got a better slong dong that's gonna treat you better. But if you just there for the slong dong, then listen, and you agree to it, I don't have a problem with that. But it's that sneaking around ish. That's what is the problem. And I know, like, when you're married, I know it's a lot, and so it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3 to say, okay, well, you know what, I'm not happy here, I want to leave. You need to have a conversation. You need to let that person know, because listen, we may not be able to physically divorce, but you can separate yourself. You can give me a heads up before you go out there and start dealing with nasty Natalie. You can let me know. You can give me a heads up.
Bringing all type of nasty bugs up in
You
your
can have a conversation like, listen, I ain't been happy
do
here.
that. You wanna know why?
Because that's too much like right.
Because you ain't man enough
For me. You're not man enough. Ow. So just be a man about it. But listen, now I done got on the men, but listen, ladies, the same thing. If you're not happy,
definitely ain't saying nothing.
leave. Don't sit up there because he paying all the bills, but you found something else on the side. You think that the schlong dong is a little bit better on the side, so you gonna get the schlong dong from him, and you gonna stay here because he paying the bills and stuff. That ain't right. She's
not saying nothing. That's the double standard of women cheaters and men cheaters. Women cheated is, girl, I'm getting all that money. I'm getting my head here, my nails here. He paying my car. For women, it's like, I'm getting all of these things is why I'm doing this. Or like, I love him, but he's such a square and he gives me adventure.
Listen,
men just be out here poking and punching.
Now listen, fellas,
y'all don't even get nothing out of it. Y'all just be poking and punching.
And y'all will just stick it anywhere. I'm sorry, y'all will just stick it anywhere. Come back, listen.
We literally don't want to break your heart. We really can't just be like, I don't want to be with you no more. And if we even try to say, I don't want to be with you no more, like, I don't like you, I'm not in this no more, and we stop calling, y'all gonna keep calling us.
Listen,
y'all gonna keep coming around. It's like, forget it. I might as well. You keep coming.
Leave these folks alone. We know. Listen, we know when we tired of you. We know how to get rid of you when we tired of you, and we like, okay, for real, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to play no more. I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. We know exactly what to do, because when we fail to do that, we destroy people. We dismantle people. Yeah. We mess them up for their future relationships just because I don't want to be with you or it didn't work out between us. Let's just say that just because it didn't work out for us. Do that mean that I need to leave you in a catastrophic state of mind by you finding out that I've cheated on you and got some woman pregnant and now I'm leaving you and I'm gonna go over there with her? Like what kind of ish is that?
And I'm just sitting over here trying to figure out, when did all of this happen? When were we not happy? How did you even have time to do this?
Because you working and you so busy, but you find the time to have your
whole side family
over here. You found time to go over here and find not only this nasty woman, you just got nasty woman's nectar all over. It ain't just one. You got nasty nectar, but you so busy. So you gotta watch.
If you got a couple, he ain't got no job. They taking care of him.
Even when they got a job, listen, some of them they so busy, but you still find time. Because listen, you telling everybody that you busy. So they know that your profession, that you busy. So they expecting you to be busy. So now you over here with this nasty, getting the nasty woman nectar. And it's just going on.
Some of the time in y'all day, because the way my days is set up, I ain't got time. I don't have no time for two men. I don't. So I don't understand how y'all have time. So now, if I was, out here thugging it out and I wasn't trying to be in no relationship, then I got all the time in the world. But being in a relationship, I do not have time to work a job, have a business. Like, even when my daughter wasn't here, like, I don't have time for this. I want to go out with my friends. I want to hang out. I want to,
But when you dealing with nasty Nancy, you ain't gotta have no time.
But you still gotta have time to stop at nasty Nancy house for 40 minutes.
They can go to the alley.
You gotta take the time to drive to nasty Nancy.
She can meet him at the alley.
Either way, it's still time.
I feel like they all nasty. He out there, he like, come meet me over here at the alley, I'll break you off and I'll keep on going about my business. That's how I see people that cheat.
These people don't value time. That's all I see is time is not valued, and I don't have enough time.
He's taking her in the alley. That's
time.
Wait, so Deep Coco says, surely you're not expecting people to actually be adults and be accountable. Boom. That part right there. I mean, again, we not only are we expecting them to be adults and be accountable, we're expecting them to be loyal as French fries.
Loyalty. What is that?
That's what the F. That's what the F as in loyalty as.
But Breezy said it ain't loyal.
We loyal as Friday. The truth behind trust and loyalty. Those first. Let me just talk about what is trust. According to an online source, trust is the reliance. Oh, I'm gonna speak on some stuff tonight. These because I know these words right here that I'm about to speak tonight. I know this is. I know. Go ahead and tell me, Jay. This is a lost cause, but I'm talking about it because we're gonna have to bring this back. But trust is the reliance on integrity. Oh my God! Oh my God! I done fainted right there when I said integrity. Most of these people are missing it. Strength, etc. of a person or thing. It means, let me break it down. It means that I'm relying on you to be who you told me you are and to do what you said you would do. That's what trust is.
Let's not leave out the integrity part. And I hope y'all know what integrity is. But if you don't, integrity is doing things that are right even when no one is looking.
And it's a core part of who you are. And a lot of people are missing that. You do the right thing. You show up. You integrity, having character, morals, values, all of that. What?
I feel like if you have integrity for yourself, and everybody else, everything else falls into place. Because you got integrity, I could trust you. You know what I'm saying? You're not around here doing sneaky things behind people's back. You're not stealing, robbing.
I don't know, and that's what I want to get into.
Integrity, and then the main topic is trust and loyalty. They kissing, they holding hands, they like Mickey and Minnie.
Yes, they kissing cousins over here. Now listen, loyalty. Listen, I'm just gonna take a nap.
According to an online source.
See,
You know with the
that's how I was doing at the concert with Tay.
I'm mad.
According to an online source, loyalty is faithfulness or devotion
To someone or something. Some of these Bamas don't have a faithful bone in their body. They don't. They don't. Now, here's the deal. How important is trust and loyalty in a relationship? Can a relationship even survive without having loyalty and trust? What are your thoughts, Lady Lotus? Can a relationship even survive? And how important is loyalty and trust?
A healthy relationship cannot survive without loyalty and trust. If I don't trust you, for me, there's nothing else. I can love you, but if I don't trust you, as far as I can see you, as Grandma Nim would say, there's nothing else for me. And I'm loyal by default, so my loyalty comes first. But me trusting you, then that means I don't trust your honesty. I don't trust your truthfulness. I don't trust your faithfulness. I don't trust anything about you. And it's hard for me to fake the funk in a relationship where there is no trust. Trust is like that top thing for me. You know, love come and go. We fall in love, we fall out of love. But if I can't trust you, we got issues, we got problems, because I got something nasty to say under my breath every time I see you.
And trust is so, like, loyalty and trust, for me, those are the biggest. Like, they are hand in hand. If you're not loyal and I can't trust you, see, everybody, when I start off, I trust you. I'm going to trust you until you show me I should not.
Yeah.
And then once the trust is over with, then I'm just
what else
like,
is there?
Like,
what else is there?
You went through all of that to break my trust. Now you think that I'm supposed to just, you can build it back. It don't work like that.
And no one has time for that, because if you think about it, you cheat, I accept you back. But I'm not the same woman that I was before you cheated. I'm not going to treat you the same way that I treated you. That devotion, that type of love that you were getting in the beginning before you cheated, I'm not going to be the same person, which in turns I feel like leads to cheating again, because she's not the same person that she used to be. But you're not understanding, I'm not the same person because you ruined it. I don't trust you anymore. I'm here because I want to try my best to make this work. I'm here because you're my husband. I'm for better or worse. But that doesn't mean I have to be the same exact person, because you didn't like her. You cheated on her. You didn't like the way I hung from the chandeliers for you and put that little drop. You didn't like it, so now you mad because I'm not making your toes curl like they used to. You mad because I ain't doing the little cherry thing. You know, us should be doing the little cherries on everybody. You mad because I ain't doing the little cherry thing with you no more. No, you didn't like it. You liked the old Betty Bottom nasty Nancy over here.
Nasty,
so now when I sleep with you, that's what I see. Now you done messed with my self-esteem. Now you done made me feel like something wrong with me because you done stepped out. So all of this is a domino effect. So now I'm still here. It's a possibility that I'm going to still be loyal, because to me, two wrongs don't make a right. But it depends on what you do. I might snap back. But my loyalty for you stands, but my trust for you is gone. My respect for you is gone.
Leo is saying no, it can't work out because without loyalty and trust and respect, it ain't nothing. It's no relationship. That's a whole situationship. Waste of time. That's a good point, Leo. And just to piggyback on what you just said, Lady Lotus, for me, I'm just like, if I take you back, see, this is why it would be real tricky for me, because now I know the only 9 times out of 10, the only reason why I done took you back is so I can make you feel how I felt.
Patty LaBelle 2.0
I don't
over
care
here.
if it's 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I will get my payback. But then now you're gonna come wanting to ruffle my fall back before you get this Floyd card put on you, okay? Fall back. Don't get this Floyd card, because see, when you did it to me, you wanted me to see, you wanted me to nurse my tears away with ice cream and cookies.
Suck
That's what
it up.
it was good with that. I'm sorry.
All the gifts and the presents.
Now I need you to sit in that same seat. And now, and just I'm telling
They
you,
can't do it though. They would leave us in a heartbeat. They would leave us in a heartbeat. I'm talking about insides done fell out.
And I'm like, I wouldn't expect you to stay, because I'm just like, we were never, in my mind, we were never back together anyway. This was just to teach you a lesson. Watch who you playing with. Play with your toys and not me. You better play with somebody else, because I am not the so. And people will say, "Oh, that's petty. It ain't worth it." So was it worth it when he did it?
If it's worth it for her, if it's worth it, and she's willing to, that's the time that I'm willing to give. What's the difference between saying, and I'm speaking, from experience. What's the difference of saying, I'm gonna give you a chance, and I stay in this relationship, and now I done wasted 2 years of my life because you done turned around and did the same thing again, and then I still give you another chance, and you done turned around and wasted my time. So now I look back on 7 years of my life, and when were you really faithful? And I got kids. When I should have just been strong enough, opposed to steady looking at somebody and trying to give them a chance and trying to see the better in them, and trying to see that, oh, we just young, we just kids, even in saying in my ex marriage, that was all of what, 2 years. You didn't see the worth, you didn't see the value, and they don't see the worth and the value until you pick up and you leave. But I wish, if anything that I say I could go back and take back, was having that power and knowing in that moment you're not going to change. Leave. Right. If you know someone's integrity, then you know they'll change. Because that person genuinely feels bad. That person can genuinely come to you and say, babe, this happened one time and I regret this. But you're not going to tell me you've been sleeping with this chick for 4-5 months and you feel sorry and you feel bad and you didn't mean for it to happen because you've been over here. There's no way the woman going to look in your face and say, I'm sorry, daddy. I've been with him, it's been going on for a year now, and then I'm there. No, you didn't, because you've been sleeping on you've been slipping and falling on it for a year.
Yes.
Now I'll be woman enough to say, if somebody could look me in my face and honestly say, it happened one time, I regret this, it's been eating me up on the inside. Like, I'm telling you, you didn't let me find out in the streets. You were man enough to come to me and say, I messed up. I was at the party and whatever. If I can look at you and I know that you are a man with integrity, I will give you another chance. But everything for me starts with integrity. How do you treat your mom? How do you treat the women in your life? How do you treat your friends? If you ain't got, I teach my daughter that every day. I ask her, what is integrity?
Facts.
What is a leader? And I tell her, when you walk away from me, you have to do what's right when you don't see me. This is how you make decisions. And I'm going to instill that in her head every day. I wish it was something I known to instill into the boys, but she's going to understand what integrity is.
Absolutely.
Because my integrity and my character means everything to me. And if you attack my character, baby, fire coming for you. My little sister tell you I'm loyal by default. Girl, I am my own tax lady. Homegirl started doing taxes. I'm like, let me, put some money in my friend pocket. I felt so bad. I had to go to her like, I'm sorry, you didn't do nothing wrong, but I literally feel like I cheated on my tax lady. This lady been doing my taxes for 5 years, and I done left her to come over here with you because you my friend. I literally felt like I cheated on my tax lady.
And I know I felt like that, like when I was getting my hair done, because I'm like, y'all get my hair done, so I totally understand.
Those the type of women y'all get when they feel bad. When your man feel bad because he cheated on his barber, he got integrity.
And see, but it's like, but that is such a lost, it's a lost trait, I think, that in today's society. And as far as for me, like, I think that where I'm at now, like, I feel like I'm over the forgiving stage of cheating. Like, I'm over forgiving that. So I'm like, if you cheat, I'm gonna be cool, but yeah, it's a wrap. Like, I will still love you until it goes away, until I find somebody else better, something else better to do with my time. But as far as me entertaining it, because again, I'm real big on loyalty, and I'm really big on being able to trust you, because I'm not looking over my shoulders. I'm not doing none of that. And now you've put me in a position where I can't trust you.
Right.
And that just not gonna come back overnight. And if you're not willing to do, and I'm not even gonna say willing to do the work, because at this point, like I say, for me personally, I don't even want you to do the work. You go over there and may you all rest in wherever y'all are, or whoever, like, be over there. But I don't know if I'm in a space where I'm like even open to entertain. Like, I'm not gonna harbor any hate or any ill will. But as far as you coming and talking and saying something to me, yeah, no, sir.
Yeah, see, I feel like
no, sir.
In that description that I just described, it depend on that person and that integrity and what I see in
But
you.
I'm like, yo,
if you did it, because we are not perfect.
I know, but I just felt like
your
integrity and your love would have kept your Peter Weeder in your pants. It would have kept you from being over there.
I feel that, but we all have to remember, in all instances, no matter what, we're not perfect and we're still humans. Right. And I'm not using that as an excuse to say I give any man a slide at this age, because I done been through enough. But in how I feel, for me personally, and how the situation is handled, he stepped to me with honesty. You didn't let the streets come and tell me. You didn't even wait a year to come and tell me. Like, I could see some. Is you okay, babe? What's wrong? You don't feel like something ain't right. You good? And it's just like, it's tearing you apart, and I see it. In that moment, we could talk about it. We could figure it out. And we're going to have to see where I'm going to go, because in that instance, yes, now I don't trust you anymore. It's still the same. I don't trust you. I can't love you the same. But I may be able to allow us to get back there after I watch and pay attention and blah, blah, blah. But it gotta be, it really, really, at this age, has to be worth it. And if I'm with somebody at this time, I probably would.
Leo is saying, these mofos done lost integrity and honor and loyalty. And if I lose trust in you, I'm not getting that back. He said, some mofos don't even know what integrity or loyalty
I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said this is what integrity means. Because they don't know.
I just feel like that with integrity, like, integrity will keep you from doing certain things. Like, integrity will keep you in line. Like, I think that it's not about being perfect, but I'm just like, your integrity for me, your love for me, will keep you from doing certain things. And if you don't have, I'm just like, and maybe I have the wrong outlook on this, but for me, I'm always like this. You can leave if at any time, and I don't want, and fellas, let me know, does this make men feel like, oh, she acting like she don't need, because I'm big on trust. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on that. So a conversation that I like to have, if you, at any time you feel like you're not happy here, or this is not working for you anymore, let me know so we can go our separate ways
I don't think it.
before cheating on me at any point. Because if cheating comes, if you decide that, you know what, listen, this ain't working for me anymore, and we split up and we go our separate ways, then, you know, who knows? We could come back down the line and, you know, we may be able to retalk. I'll be hurt, I'll be disappointed, but I'm not going to be,
back.
probably not.
You ain't coming back.
But I'm not going to be dismantled here, and I'm not going to be dismantled here, so I'll be fine. But you put cheating into that, and bastard, I done already said, if you ain't happy, roll out like you not under no, and you still, I can't trust that.
For me, that conversation is across any board. If you feel like I am not her,
Exactly.
I'm in this for longevity. I'm in this for us to work through and work out everything. I'm not in this for we broke up today because of this and that. Like, if we broke up, we better be back together tomorrow. It's whatever it is, it better be stupid. But if you at any moment feel like I'm not her, like you don't see yourself walking down the aisle with me, you don't see yourself crying tears when I walk out in my dress, if you don't see yourself going through perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause with me and my crazy, I think you should just leave me alone. If you don't see yourself being a grandparent with me, just go. Don't stay because it feel comfortable, if it feel good, but you know it's something that it's like, I like her, but I love her, but no, it's okay. Leave.
Bye.
Cheating is the bottom of the barrel. You talking about you leaving because you want to go be with somebody else. You already had your eyes on that person. If you see something that makes me not the person that you feel like you could spend the rest of your life with, that you could die next to, don't be with me. Just leave. I can take it. I'm a big girl. I put my big girl panties on and I walk away. Because if I feel that way about you, if I stay with no man I want to be with, I'm not staying with no man that I don't see a future with.
Loyalty
I can
and
stay with no
trust.
man I don't want to have a baby with.
Loyalty.
I'm just saying, I don't want to have a baby, but if I'm looking at you and I be like, you couldn't even father my children, I don't want to be with you.
I can see that. But I'm just like, loyalty and trust, I'm just like, I'm so big on it. Not only in relationships, but business, doing business,
Everything.
family, everything. Like, loyalty is just like, man, like, even when things are bad, if we ever fell out, does that mean that your loyalty and your trust is supposed to fall out too? Because if those things change about you, you were never loyal in the first place. You were never somebody that was worth trusted in the first place. Because if, okay, for whatever reason you decide, okay, listen, we ain't friends, okay, fine.
That don't mean you go around the corner 2 years from now telling all my business and talking about me. Because that means you was never loyal.
You was never loyal. You were never a friend. So we have to go back to that. And it's just to piggyback to what you said, Lady Lotus, instilling in your daughter loyalty, what loyalty means, what integrity is. Those are things like, guys, seriously, like, I mean, when you see these videos, and I don't know what percentage of them be skits, but our community is lacking. We are falling way behind. Loyalty costs you absolutely nothing. Integrity costs absolutely nothing. Trust costs absolutely nothing. But they are priceless. They're the biggest things. They're the biggest components.
They're the biggest value.
In any relationship.
That's what you call have value. That's what you call have value.
Having those.
Why y'all want to have respect? Get the money, the power, and respect. You can't have respect if somebody ain't loyal to you.
You cannot.
You can't.
If you don't have any integrity, how is somebody supposed to respect you? They don't respect you. They just fear you because of your power.
Exactly.
But they don't respect you. So fear and respect are two different things. So let's get back to those. So let that be things that when we talking about what we want in somebody, let's start bringing up loyalty. Let's start bringing up trust. Let's start bringing up integrity, because those are the things that relationships and marriages are built on. And that's the only way that those things and those relationships are going to last. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel right now before y'all get off. The J Spot Radio. Subscribe. The J Spot Radio. It's in the comments, guys. It's in the comments. The link is in the comments. Thank you, Lady Lotus. Go to our page, the J Spot. Like and follow us. Twitter, the J Spot. Instagram, the J Spot. TikTok, the J Spot. Guys, Jay is Jaye for all platforms. Until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.
Thank
Good
y'all
night,
for
you
being
guys.
loyal.
Thank you.
Thank
Be
y'all for
loyal,
being
guys.
loyal.
Loyal is. Woo, child. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Almost choked.
Good night. Oh, Lord. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Baby, you're melting. You're melting all over.